All right, how's it going, everybody? Sorry I haven't posted in a little while. Last week I made a video about the ABC exams. I was going to go over everything that was on the grade one according to their PDF that you can find on their website, and it just ended up becoming a 60-minute video of me ranting about how I hated the ABC tests and I thought that they were bullshit, and like I kind of called out the crew in Urbandale that make those tests because I don't like the ABC tests. I could probably go on for another 60 minutes about how I hate those tests and how I think it's stupid that they expect grade ones to know a bunch of things that are completely irrelevant to the job of a grade one wastewater operator. And then, so they go in, they get the test, they pass the test, they get their certificate, and then they don't do anything that's relevant to the test at all in their day-to-day lives. If any of you are the grade one or grade two, like, and you've passed a test somewhere and you're from an ABC state, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you're an operator from California who has taken one of the California exams, you could probably look at that ABC PDF and laugh at how ridiculous how many things they expect you to study and learn are, and how majority of those things aren't going to be in wastewater study material. But again, that's a minute and a half of me ranting about how much I hate the ABC exams. I can go on forever. Today I'm going to focus on chlorine demand, dosage, and residual. Before I start, I want to point out that on your ABC formula sheet, you will have a chlorine dose demand residual little line on your formula table, but on the California printout, unless they've changed this, I haven't taken a test in California since like 2013, 2014. I don't remember when I passed my 3 there. There's nothing. Oh wait, never mind. It's right here. So it is on here. But regardless, you should still know how to use this formula because it's going to be on the grade one. You're probably going to get one simple chlorine demand or chlorine dosage or chlorine residual problem. It's very simple. Once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. I have 2 math problems. One is a really simple, just find what the demand is, and one's a find what your dose needs to be in pounds. If you haven't watched, or if you don't, I guess if you haven't watched a pounds video and you know what the pounds formula is, you don't need to watch the video on the pounds formula. But if you don't know how to calculate pounds from million gallons a day, a concentration in milligrams per liter, and your 8.34 pounds per gallon, if you don't know how to do that, go back, watch my pounds video, because I'll teach you how to do the pounds video, or I'll teach you how to do the pounds formula, because you're going to need to know the pounds formula if you're going to be able to do any other math question while you're studying for your wastewater exam. One thing I'm going to bring up here is this on the California State Water Resource Control Board's website at waterboards.ca.gov. This is a sheet that tells you everything that is on the grade 1 exam for the state of California. What I'm going to be focusing on is these math questions, really, but the first one is this chlorine demand residual. That's what we're going on today. Most of these are really simple formulas. This is one that I just want to point out that I'm not going to be making a video of, is volume and surface area. Volume and surface area are something that you should have learned in geometry class or algebra class or something like that. That's like middle school math. There's resources on the internet to find out how to figure out volumes and surface areas. I mean, if you can't figure out volumes, you're going to struggle a lot on the math portions of these exams. I keep looking away because I have construction workers doing a renovation to my plant right now. Basically, the other thing I want to point out is on the California exam, you have 45 true false, 25 multiple choice, 10 math. You need 70% overall on the test and 50% on your math. You can get 100% on your true false and your multiple choice, and you would score 95 points, you would have 70% on your exam to pass the test. But if you scored 4 out of 10 on your math, then you're going to fail the exam. Also note that your true false section is going to be worth 45 points. Your multiple choice is going to be worth 50 points, and your math is going to be worth 40 points. And this is specifically for the grade 1. I'm pretty sure those values change based on what test you're taking. I mean, like, math should be something that you know and you're comfortable doing when you go into the exam. And mind you, all this could have changed because this is the same piece of paper that I saw when I took the grade 1 originally back in like 2010. So, like, this could have changed because California switched from once every 6 months, everybody goes into a big auditorium and they all take a pen and paper test with like a Scantron. Now it's all done on a computer, I guess. But I mean, it's going to be pretty relevant as far as like what they put on the exam. So yeah, like, know your volumes, because I don't really want to do a whole video about pi r squared and length times width times height, because like those are the two types of volumes that you're going to get is the volume of a cylinder and a volume of a box. So it is what it is. I'm going to get into this because I have a cable guy coming to my house and I have to go home soon. Where the hell am I? All right, so dose, demand, residual. Dose equals demand plus residual. So what this means is, hold on, I think I got a construction guy coming in. All right, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm apologizing, really. That was just a cut in the video. So, yeah, I had to talk construction worker. Your dose equals demand plus residual, and that's just something that you should memorize. You should just know. So, to kind of define it, the dose is how much chlorine you're putting in. I don't want to hold my phone for a long period of time. Your dose is how much chlorine that you put into your wastewater to disinfect it. Your demand is how much chlorine that the water needs to be disinfected. The residual is how much is left over after your dose has met the demand. So, I mean, those are just back of the book glossary terms that you should learn the definitions to if you're doing your Sacramento State books. So, I mean, you can take that formula, and if you know basic algebra, also mean that your residual is your dose minus your demand, and your demand is your dose minus your residual. So I have a math problem right here for y'all. A chlorine dose for, I'm not going to read it. Just pause the video and solve this problem, and then I'll go over it. All right, so what you're going to do is, to find your demand, you need to take your dose and subtract your residual. It's pretty easy. It's just 7.6. You just take the dose and minus a residual, and that's it. Very simple, but if you don't know where to look or how to find it or how to switch around your units, you're not going to be able to do it. It's just something you go look up a couple of these problems, practice them. You should be able to get them. Like, these are easy. These are basic stuff. This is like kind of a gatekeeper to passing the grade 1. Like, if you can't do these, then basically the state has said you're not ready to be a grade 1. So that's a really easy one. This one's a little bit more challenging because there's a second step to it. I'm going to hold it up. Just pause the video. Put your chlorinator setting, be yada, yada, yada. Give you good time to pause it. Step 1, you got to find your dose. So how we're going to find our dose is we're going to take this 3.9 here. Or no, that's our flow. That's our flow. We need to take our demand and add it to our residual, because our dose equals our demand plus our residual. So it's very simple. It's just 8 plus 1.5 equals 9.5. So now that we have our dose, in order to calculate out our dose, all we're going to do is the pounds formula. By doing that, we just take our million gallons a day, milligrams per liter, pounds per gallon, and we multiply that out. We get our, and that answer 308.997. If you got it, good. That's good. That's really good. If you didn't get it, just kind of figure out what threw you off and learn what step you missed. Like, do you not know the pounds formula well enough? Did this demand plus residual thing throw you off? If so, figure that out. Figure out how to do this problem over and over and over again, and just kind of figure out how to get there. Go look up other chlorine demand residual dosage problems. You could just type that into Google. There's all kinds of problems to find. Try some of those problems out. You should be able to figure them out. This problem, the second problem, is just the first problem with an extra step going to pounds. Realistically, these shouldn't be super difficult to do. But if they're throwing you off, it's just something, hey, focus on, get these right, and then go find some PDF from some training website, and just do all 5 of the problems that they have on there. Grab those, do up, and then once you're comfortable with them, it's time to move on. If you don't have the pounds formula down and that last step to get to pounds threw you off, go watch my pounds video, because I can help you figure out how to get the pounds formula down. I break down exactly why milligrams per liter, million gallons per day, and pounds per gallon combined equal pounds per day. I'll never beg for subscribers. I'll never beg for likes. I don't want to beg for comments. But if there's something that you want to learn, let me know. I'll help you out with it. If there's something that's throwing you off, let me know. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what people need as far as training goes. It is what it is. It's just figuring out what you need to learn. If you know somebody that would be helped by videos like this, let them know and make them watch my videos. It is what it is. I gotta go. I got a freaking cable guy coming to my house right now, so I have to head on out. Let me know. Just let me know anything you want. I'm gonna upload this now. Have a good one. Bye.